So it's been quite a struggle. I've never been this heavy before in my life. I've never gained so many pounds so quickly before. What's up, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Thank you guys for joining me. If you're new, welcome to my channel. So in today's video, it's a good one. I'm super excited to talk about this. So just to give you guys a little bit of a backstory, quarantine hit and I gained about 15 to 20 pounds. Just from the title, I know you guys know what it's about and you're excited. So I'm going to be talking about the Master Cleanse, aka Lemonade Diet, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys my results. I've never been this heavy before in my life. I've never gained so many pounds so quickly before in my life. And I'm realizing that I'm getting to that age where it's not that easy to lose it. So it's been quite a struggle trying to get these pounds off. I've tried intermittent fasting, but even when I'm doing the intermittent fasting, I find myself cheating. Typically, I am on a plant-based vegan diet, and my diet has been all over the place. I've been eating dairy. I've been eating seafood. I've even had pieces of chicken. It's just a whole mess. So I'm trying to get it right, and I figured I need something that's drastic, something that's really gonna help me turn this around and make progress, because what I'm doing is just not hitting. Also, what has also influenced me is being around a lot of other people who aren't vegan, so it's been very easy for me to cheat. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know about you guys, but I'm the type of person, I'm a foodie at heart. Like, the only reason I stay slim and fit and like eat well is because I work hard for it. I literally have to discipline myself all the time. My natural heart is a lover of food. Like, I love food. So I'm the type of person, if it's in my house, if it's in my fridge, if it's in front of me, I'm gonna eat it. Like, the way that I eat clean is I don't put it in the fridge. Literally, when I go shopping or people come over to my house, I have the wackest food. I mean, some people will call it whack, but it's healthy. But like, I have no snacks. I have no chips, no cookies, no ice cream, anything that's like in a package or comes in a can or anything like that. I don't buy it when I get groceries, because that's the only way I won't eat it. If I get to a point where I'm craving it, like I want some ice cream or some cookies or things like that, I'll literally go to the store and get it for that one occasion. So it's less likely for me to cheat, because I actually have to go out and get it. And I don't stock it. Like, if I go and get cookies, I'll get enough for that day. I won't buy a whole pack or enough to keep in stock, because like I said, I will eat it up. The reason why I decided to do this cleanse was because I knew I needed a reset. I wanted something that would kind of start me off clean, get me focused. This requires a lot of willpower to do, and I just needed something just to jumpstart a new diet to keep me motivated to like doing the right thing and eating well. So what is the Master Cleanse? I am not going to give you guys a whole history on it. I will leave some links in the description box so you can do your own research. But just to kind of sum it up, it's a detox that was created by Stanley Burroughs in like the 1940s, became popular again in the 70s, and it also became really trendy when Beyonce did it again. I believe it was to lose weight for a movie role that she was doing. The purpose of it is just to kind of flush out your system, give yourself a nice little detox, help you curb your cravings for unhealthy food. So what it is it's a 3-part system. You have an ease-in phase, doing the actual cleanse, and then an ease-out phase. So the ease-in phase is optional. It's totally up to you whether or not you want to do it. But it's 3 days of preparing yourself for the cleanse. A lot of people, if you just start the cleanse abruptly, you're more likely to have negative side effects like headaches, hunger pains, maybe even cramps and things like that. Sometimes if you ease into it, it'll help prevent some of those side effects. So the first day is eating living plant-based food, so like fruits, veggies, whole grains. And then the second day, you'll go into the liquid. So that's like your soups, your broths, and even juices. You can like juice your fruits and veggies. And then the third day is just strictly orange juice. And then that 4th day, you can begin the cleanse. So with the cleanse itself, it usually is a minimum of 10 days. You can do it for however you long. Most people don't go over 30, then it kind of can become dangerous. I want to add in, I am not a doctor, a dietitian, or a medical professional. All of this is just my own personal thoughts and just my own research that I've done with things. So I definitely would recommend consulting with your physician before trying something like this, and make sure you do your own due diligence and research it thoroughly. So yes, let's get back in. So the actual cleanse, there's also 3 parts to it. There's a saltwater flush. So what that consists of is water and sea salt. It's a concoction that you drink first thing in the morning, and it helps you to move your bowel. The second part is the actual lemonade. That consists of water. It should be purified or distilled. You'll use fresh lemons, preferably from the lemon, not lemon juice or anything like that, as pure as it can be. You'll use cayenne pepper, and you'll also use grade B maple syrup. Now, when you go in the supermarket, there's so many maple syrups that you're gonna see. You want the grade B because it's the best quality. A lot of the other ones have additives and other artificial things in it, so definitely look for the grade B. That can be a little difficult to find. I know at Trader Joe's, they don't have it. Now the labels have changed a little bit, where a lot of the labels aren't saying grade B anymore, but the grade A dark amber is almost the same, if not, you know? So just do your research and make sure, but we want to aim for grade B maple syrup. And then that's what you have as your concoction. In the description box, I'll leave you guys with the recipe that I used for it. All of the information, because I know this is a lot and you still have to do your own research, will be linked in the description box. So make sure you check it out. So that's the lemonade drink. And then the last part is the ease out phase. And it's literally the opposite of the ease in. So the first day, you'll just have orange juice. The second day, you can move to other liquids like soups and broths. And then the last day, you can incorporate fruits and veggies. And then by the fourth, you can kind of ease back into your regular diet. So that's essentially what it is. So the first thing I do when I wake up is do the saltwater flush. I do that as soon as I get up because it takes a while for it to kick in. I try to drink it as quickly as possible just because I want to get it out of the way. I know some people take their time. It takes up to an hour to finish the drink. I kind of get it done within 15 minutes and do big gulps. Usually between 15 and 30 to 45 minutes, I'll use my bowels, and then I'll wait like I think 30 minutes or so, and then start the actual lemonade drinks. You can drink between 6 to 12 or whenever you're hungry. I try to stay between 6 and 12 on average. Because weight loss was a priority for me during this cleanse, I never did 12. I would rotate between 6 to 8, maybe sometimes 10 glasses, because I just wanted to make sure my caloric intake was as low as possible. And then the laxative tea I never took. I've done this cleanse before back in 2014, worked very well for me, so it's another reason why I wanted to do it again. And I didn't take the tea back then, so I felt like I was using the bathroom enough where the tea wasn't really necessary for me. So I just stuck with the saltwater flush and the lemonade. So I did it for 10 days, and it gave me all of the results that I wanted. I'm not gonna lie, it was very, the first 3 days are challenging. Then by day 4, you're like, okay, I got this. By day 6 or 7, you're so far in, you've just come too far to quit. So you're like, okay, I got this. I'm just gonna power through. And it really starts to boost your self-esteem. I'm not gonna lie. After doing this cleanse, there was so many benefits to it. I noticed that my skin cleared up. Because you're only used to that lemonade diet, you appreciate food more. Being able to eat an apple and taste it, and the texture and the crunch, everything was just so much more enjoyable for me. I didn't need chicken or seafood or chocolate or anything like that. Like a simple sweet apple was enough to really excite me. So I do love that it curbed my appetite from unhealthy foods. I didn't really have a desire for them. Another thing was, because you're used to not eating, you get full really quickly. Once I got onto regular food, I couldn't really eat as much as I used to before because my stomach literally couldn't take it, which was also a plus. And then I just felt more energetic. Luckily, I had the pleasure of working from home, so if I felt bad at any moment, I could sleep it off or whatever, but I had no negative side effects. Everything was fine. I had energy. I even had energy to work out, but I just didn't want to push myself too much, so I refrained from doing so. But I got great results. So with this diet, I lost 10 pounds in 10 days, which is fantastic. Like, I definitely needed that quick jump start. So I do want to explain to you guys, there are pros and cons to doing a diet like this. If you are doing it just for weight loss, you need to be a little careful. You're losing the weight because you're taking in very little calories. Most of the weight that you lose will be water weight, and as soon as you go back to your regular diet, you're gonna gain the weight right back. So if weight loss is your only goal, I would definitely consider or reconsider or really think about if this is something that you wanna go, if this is the right route for you. Also keep in mind that you may lose a muscle mass just because you're not taking in protein and so little calories and you're not working out while you're doing it. So that's another thing that could be considered a con. And you are not getting a lot of the nutrients that you need in your everyday life, which is one of the reasons why I only did it for 10 days. I didn't want to stretch it for too long. So once I finished the cleanse, I started taking multivitamins, zinc, magnesium, B12, vitamin D, a lot of coconut water for the electrolytes, and just minerals and nutrients to replenish yourself because you've only been having that lemonade concoction. So those are a few of the cons that you may want to consider. And then there's tons of pros. So you have more energy from it. It is a flush on your digestive system. It's always nice to give your digestive system a chance to breathe and not constantly have to process and break down heavy foods, because you're not eating bad things like the chocolate and the cakes and sweets and things like that. It can help with your skin. You have lots more energy. There's just so many physical benefits that I experienced. All of the benefits that I talked about earlier definitely worked for me. So it's something that you should definitely think about. And for me, the biggest part was the mental aspect of it. For you to go 10 days without eating solid food, just the same lemonade drink, requires a lot of commitment and dedication. The biggest thing for me was that this was a great way to jumpstart new changes and healthier habits. This requires so much willpower and dedication. It's a mental experience, and once you can complete this, it'll translate over into your diet and making choices to eat healthier, making sure you wake up early and work out because you want it to feel good, to feel better. And this definitely gave me the motivation that I needed. I kind of was feeling down on myself, like, hey, I'm trying all these things, I'm still not losing weight. And this showed me I'm stronger than my thoughts. This really showed me that I'm stronger than I think I am, and I can push and power through. Once I finished, I didn't have bad cravings. There was just so many pluses for it. So I would definitely, I mean, it's up to each individual. You have to weigh your options and figure out why you're doing it. If it's just for weight loss, then maybe I'd reconsider. But if it's for the other things, refresh, detox your body, restart, focus on your mental space and willpower and all of those things, I definitely say give it a try. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, definitely leave a comment below and let me know. Give the video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Also, I have tons of videos that are similar to this and giving you recommendations on healthy ways of living. So I have a video on ways that you can avoid getting sick, especially during the pandemic and winter season. Definitely check that out. And then I also have a video on healthy things if you're trying to convert to a vegan or plant-based diet. And lastly, I have a video on how you can gain more energy naturally, without caffeine, without coffee, with all of that stuff, natural ways that you can gain more energy. So definitely check out those videos. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.